back to Season 2, Episode 1 of Talkin' Texas Forever. It's been a minute, but we're here. I'm Michelle.
And I'm Liz.
And we're discussing Last Days of Summer, original air date October 5th, 2007, written by Jason Katims and directed by Jeffrey Reiner. As a new school
dynamic
year,
duo.
That's right. As a new school year season gears up, the Dillon Panthers find themselves without Coach Taylor, who is also missed by expectant mom Tammy and adrift daughter Julie. Now, I didn't give you 4 words because I just wanted you to make some little predicts, but I will say, what a different vibe. What a different feeling.
It feels like a different show.
This is why people say that season 2 is shit. This is why people say skip season 2. And dare I say, this felt very One Tree Hill.
It had a bit of a lighter / heavier vibe. Like, I don't know. It was like we were in the Twilight Zone. It was kind of like a dream episode or something. It was weird.
Right. And it feels like, and what I mean by One Tree Hill, which we'll get to it because only crazy things happen in One Tree Hill, I feel like really crazy things. But it felt more like a teen drama. And I feel like in the writer's room, they're like, okay, we have to make this really feel more like a teen drama versus the family drama. Yeah.
You're definitely right. They made it, they were gearing it towards the kids, the teen viewers more, I feel.
Yeah. I know. It's rough. I totally forgot things that happened in this episode. That's for shit sure. And I was filling Aunt in, which, by the way, Aunt is not here tonight because of just life and house issues. So one day Aunt will join us. I'm just not going to let y'all know because it'll probably be last minute.
Exactly. It will be a surprise.
It will. But I was filling him in. I'm like, oh my God, this happened and that happened. And he was like, that all happens in episode 1. And I was like, yeah, totally forgot. Now, you know, this is a shorter season, so we got to jam it in, plus the writer strike and all that. But let's get into it. Okay, so we find out it's been 8 months. We open up. It's summer. Everybody is at the Dillon public pool. Julie is a lifeguard, and she seems to be eyeing her coworker, a.k.a. the Swede.
This was so random.
Also, we don't know why he's called the Swede. He's not Swedish.
I thought he was Swedish.
He's not Swedish.
Interesting.
Unless his parents are Swedish, but like he's clearly not Swedish. And I was like Googling, like, we don't know why he's called the Swede. I would love to know if anybody has insight on this or if they've read anything, but I have tried to research. I even listened to Clear Eyes Full Hearts with Derek and Stacy, and they were like, we don't know why he's called the Swede, but he is called the Swede and we don't get a name. He's just the Swede.
That's so weird. Oh, he doesn't have a last name on the show?
He's in IMDb, he's known as the Swede.
Oh.
He's just the Swede.
That's so bizarre.
Yeah.
But that whole opening, I'm like, what are we doing here? Is this going to be like a Sandlot moment? Like, what's happening? And it just felt like I was watching a movie, like a random movie. It didn't feel like Friday Night Lights at all.
I know, especially because we're at the pool. I think that threw us
summer.
Off. Yeah, and the fact that Matt and Landry are together and we have their commentary, which he's like, what a way to open an episode with their commentary. And Matt notices the way that Julie's noticing the Swede. Like, it's clear. It's clear. Before we continue, Vic wanted to know, did we have any interesting summer jobs?
No. Not interesting like this. I was never a lifeguard. I was like a camp counselor, but that was about it. And that was very far and few between because I was dancing. I didn't have a job, guys. I didn't have a job until I was like 19 years old.
Yeah, I worked at a pool one summer. I was not really a lifeguard. I was more like the pool attendant. And it was for a 55 and older community, which was really fun to hear all the old biddies banter and talk about each other. I read a lot of books that summer. And then, of course, you guys know the shooting range. So Tammy shows up for a dip because it's super hot out. It's Texas. It's the summer. And Julie is so embarrassed by her. And I don't understand. Why are you so embarrassed by Miss Tammy Taylor going into the pool while pregnant?
Because the Swede's there and everyone's there and this is her summer job. But I'm like, okay, but this is the pool. Like if she's hot, she's going to come swim.
Right. And this is where Tammy says, you don't talk to me anymore. Your dad's been gone for 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know how you're doing. I want to know how the Swede is. So like everybody refers to him as the Swede. I just can't let it go. Like, what is the deal with the Swede?
And everyone knows that Julie has a crush on him.
Everybody
basically.
knows. Yeah. So as Tammy gets in the pool, she goes into labor. Her water breaks.
That was quick.
Julie, she's like, Mom, I thought we had 3 more weeks, which we got an email from Lisa, and she was like, I thought she said 3 more months, but I could have been mistaken, but it was 3 weeks. She said 3 weeks because I rewatched it with the subtitles, the captions. She goes into labor. Eric rushes from TMU onto a flight, makes it just in time for little Gracie Bell to be born.
Gracie
Bell.
Gracie Bell.
We didn't get the Bell part, but Gracie Bell.
Oh, that is some southern charm.
Gracie Bell is
I
here.
thought we were like going to have her be pregnant for a little bit longer. Jeez, it was like episode, first 10 minutes of having the baby.
I know. Okay, so let's talk about the Taylors first. Tammy and Eric, they bring Gracie Bell home. It's just much more fun to say Gracie Bell.
Mm-hmm.
They bring Gracie Bell home only to find the house has not been clean. Julie, she doesn't have time to clean. She rushes off because she needs to get to her job. And clearly Eric is noticing that there's no communication happening. Things and in the home are off. And we find out that Eric is supposed to be home for 2 weeks, but he gets a call later on that he has to go back.
Which, like, hello, maternity or paternity leave.
I know, right? He tells Tammy this, and Tammy just silently breaks down without saying anything to him. She's doing her best to keep everything together. As soon as he leaves, he goes to visit Buddy. She just breaks down and sobs. Like, I feel for you, Mama. I feel for you. Also, Julie seems to want nothing to do with this baby.
No, she's a little resentful of this baby.
Yeah, Lisa, she says she sees the bitter older sister syndrome, and she feels there's more to come of this.
Absolutely. And even the last scene where Eric is holding Gracie Bell and Tammy's like sitting next to him and they're looking at her, you can tell Julie is like, okay, this is going to be where your time is and effort is right now.
Yeah.
And she's struggling. I mean, she struggled this entire episode, and it means that she's been struggling for about 8 months.
Right.
And nobody is really noticing or taking that into consideration. Like, if they have noticed, no one's doing anything about it. So I feel like Eric should have been more intuitive to that, because he comes home, he's like, what's happening? And it's like, obviously you haven't picked up the phone to like talk to your daughter. Your daughter hasn't picked up the phone to talk to you. So like there definitely is a disconnect in all parts of this family. Yeah,
and he tries to even connect with her and ask her about Matt and ask her about the Swede, and she just avoids discussing it. Like, she wants nothing to do with it. Matt, he's trying, but not really trying to make it better with Julie. He talks to Landry about this. We also find out he's no longer captain of the Panthers.
Oh.
Smash is captain. So Matt, like, things are bad in the relationship, and he's no longer captain.
I thought Tim was the captain.
Smash. I believe it's Smash.
No, I mean, like, I thought we heard one episode, like, at the end of last season that Tim was the captain, but maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah.
Okay, so Smash is the captain. Okay.
Yeah, so Landry's trying to give him advice on what to do with Julie, and then also Coach, which a scruff Coach is looking mighty fine.
I was very hungry. I was hungry and thirsty.
So good. He just looks so delicious in that supermarket.
And his eyes these pair so well with that like green shirt.
Oh my gosh. It's a good look, Eric.
It's good. It's a good look.
And Grandma, she's so excited to see Coach. I mean, it was just so sweet, gives him a hug. And, you know, he says to Matt, like, where you been? When you come to see the baby? Like, what's going on? And he says, don't you just stand by and watch all this happen? Like,
Yeah,
I know
really
what's
enjoyed
happening.
that.
Wasn't that so good? Like, I know
Yeah,
what's
because
happening.
Matt needs that. He needs
Yeah.
a push. Like, and Coach is really his only father figure that's present or that was present in his life. So for Coach to say that to him, I'm sure he does take that to heart, and I hope does a little bit more to fight for Julie. But also, like, I'm Matt, you know, like, I wouldn't, if you're finding interest somewhere else, okay, go find your interest. Like, I don't deserve to be treated like that.
Well,
So he's torn.
He is torn, and it's really hard because this is his first relationship, like real relationship for both of them, and they're so young.
So young.
Yeah, so he awkwardly invites Julie to the party at the lake house because he's like, "You are my girlfriend." And at first she's like, "I can't go. I need to stay home. I'm going to read a book." But then he says, "I want you to go." And she says she'll try and make it. But instead, she ditches Matt. She drags Lois, which, shout out to Lois, just getting the shit into the stick always. And it happens again next episode.
I'm glad we got to actually meet Lois.
I know, right? Instead of a name.
Like, we talk about Lois for a couple of episodes, and now we get to meet her, which she's adorable.
She's so cute. Hi, Lois. How are you? But she ends up going to the Swedes band with Lois, and Lois is like, "Yeah, I'm not staying here." And after he performs, he comes to thank Julie for coming, and she totally misreads the situation, but she misreads it but doesn't, because I do not like the Swede. He's inappropriate. And anyway, he introduces her to his girlfriend, and she's so embarrassed. And so she ends up going outside and calling Eric to pick her up.
I feel like, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought what I was going to say. I feel like the Swede probably likes the attention that Julie gives him. So he's going to be like, "Yeah, I'll flirt with you a little bit at work. I'll keep myself occupied, but I do have a girlfriend." And I just won't conveniently say anything.
I know.
How old is he supposed to be? Like, he's just this random kid that works at the pool. Does he go to their high school?
I think he's like late teens. So maybe out of high school. Because next week, and it's not a spoiler, but she discusses school and he's like, "Oh, right. School's back."
Okay, so he's not in school.
Yeah. Which also, I don't know. It's just inappropriate. But she calls Eric to pick her up and he's like, "You got to be kidding me." But finally opens up in the car to him and tells her how she's feeling and says, "I don't want to end up like you and Mom, because that's essentially what will happen with me and Matt. And everything's changing, and I miss you being around." And I thought she was great in this scene. I thought this was well.
She said there has to be more than that. There has to be more to life than that.
Her entire man.
I was like, interesting thought process. I feel like at that age, I wouldn't have said maybe all of those words. Maybe I haven't even known that I felt that way. I would have just been like, I'm kind of just like losing interest in Matt. And I don't know why. But she was very like, "No, I do not want to be my parents. I don't want to get married young and be this like couple that everyone looks to. Like, I want more than that." So I felt like that was really grown up for her to feel that way.
Well, I also feel like she's noticing the dynamic between her mom and dad and how her dad's gone. And she's like, "I don't want this. I don't want my partner after I have a baby and he's not even here. Like, I don't want that. I don't want it to travel and uproot my life because my husband is a football coach too."
Right. So does she think that that's the path that Matt is going to potentially be on?
Yeah, I think so. So. Mike wants to know, will Matt and Julie stay together for much longer? Lisa feels they won't, but totally can understand the situation since they're so young.
Absolutely. I mean, it could go either way. So it shouldn't go either way. I feel her mentally, and she's falling out of it. She's not, her head's not there anymore. And so I think very soon they will end things, and it feels very relatable and realistic to high school. I feel like you have a lot of emotions, and you have a crush on someone, or I feel like I had a crush. I'm like, oh, this is my 4th period crush. This is my 6th period crush. Like, you just go through a lot of decisions and what you like, and you figure out what you like and what you don't like. And at that age, how the hell do you know? You don't know.
How do you know? I know.
So,
it's so true.
What a great first boyfriend, right? He's the dean. Great first boyfriend.
He is
but
the dean.
He's not endgame, maybe, at this point in your life, which I feel like is okay. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Me, Alyssa, I'm okay with it because I was rooting for them. I was like, wow, they're going to be that couple that stays together from high school until the end. But maybe they're not, and that's okay too.
I mean, maybe just not right now. Julie,
yeah.
It's okay to have a crush, and you are so young, and it's hard to express your feelings because she doesn't want to hurt Matt. But also,
no, she doesn't.
I'm curious, so can't blame her for that. All right, so let's move on to the Panthers. They have a couple of new players on their team, including Landry. They also have a new coach, Bill McGregor, who's a hard ass and a drill sergeant.
Yeah, he is.
He also kicks Buddy off the field, which pisses Buddy off, and which is just funny because Buddy's like, how dare he? Does he know who I am?
Oh, shut up, Buddy. This guy put you in your place. So for once, someone put him in his place.
I know. And then Riggins gets into it with the coach, and he makes Riggins run all of these drills, which leads him to throwing up. Jason is still working for the team, and he goes in and discusses with the coach, like, listen, much respect to you. You are in charge. I just think the way you're dealing with Riggins and the team is not the best way to go. It's not the way you're going to get to him. And the coach tells him, like, listen, you can either be our mascot or you can be a coach. So you choose.
Right. Like, you can't have it either way. You can't be these kids' friends and their coach. He has a point because he is an adult that has a job to do and obviously has been doing this for, I'm sure, a while. But not every kid responds, like, especially Riggins. He doesn't respond well to that, like, you're a piece of shit, Riggins. Like, get up off the ground. Like, he doesn't respond well to that, where that might motivate someone else, even though I don't know how that would motivate someone else. I'm not that type of person that's, like, motivated by you calling me, like, a piece of crap.
Same.
But all these kids are different. I feel like when we had Bobby on the podcast, he was like, you just got to, like, motivate the kids in the way that each individual kid needs to be motivated. And I think this coach doesn't get that yet, at least.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't agree with him running drills to the point where he throws up. I mean, even Mac McGill says, hey, I think he's had enough. Yeah. It's almost abuse. And I do understand that coach mentality, but also it's Austin heat in the summer.
Yeah. Dangerous stuff. They clarified that he was an actual drill sergeant, being that
No, I'm saying
type.
He's a drill sergeant, but they call him, like, the Tennessee tyrant because he coached in Tennessee. Yeah. Also, before Eric heads back to Austin, he gives out the state rings at the end of the episode, which was sweet. I'm glad he was able to do that. And we see, like, boosters and past players giving all certain,
that
players
was
in the team
a nice
rings.
Part.
Yeah, that was nice. I'm glad he got to do that. All right, let's move on to Tyra and Landry. Tandry. Is that what we're going to ship them? Tandry.
Yeah, I think
okay. So Landry is still crushing hard on Tyra, and it seems that their friendship has grown over the 8 months. Do you like her new haircut?
She looks adorable with her short hair.
She does, right? I like it. Yeah. Okay, so they're hanging out, and it seems like every chance they get together, Landry gets excited about it. We have stairs at the pool. We also have sunscreen happening, like, hey, can you apply this to my back? Which Tyra's just like, do it. And Landry's like, wait, all over? Are you sure? The other person that's back is Tyra's attacker.
Oh, I did not expect this.
That's right. I was waiting for you to ask if he was on the island during the finale, and I was going to be like, I can't confirm that, but you didn't even think to.
I didn't. I honestly thought we were done with this. It pains me to see that we weren't.
Yeah. So he's back. He's stalking Tyra. He first scares her at the pool, which, like, threatening to run her over. And thank God Landry is there. Then she hears noises at night, calls Landry over just in case it could be him, and it turns out to be a raccoon. They end up getting really close on the couch. They watch Fried Green Tomatoes. Landry, before that, escapes to the bathroom. He calls Matt while he's at the party waiting for Julie. And he's like, I need advice. Like, here's my time. What can I do? And so Matt's like, try to make a move and see if she's into it. So he like brushes her arm and Tyra doesn't even react. All she says was, hey, do you want to go get some food?
Yeah, it was interesting. She kind of like just let it happen unless she thought it was like on accident or something. But she just was like, okay, like let's get some food.
Yeah.
Are you hungry? I'm hungry.
Let's go get some food. Vic wants to know, did any friend ever try to make a move on you?
Yeah. I don't think so. Not like a friend.
Oh, I've had friends make moves on me. Oh my goodness. Yep. Multiple friends. Like good friends. Which just suck. Because then you have to have the talk and you're like, come on. And then they're like, I'm sorry. And then I remember one friend tried twice in a row. And I was like,
hello.
Yeah. Like, no. And then, oh gosh, so many stories with that. That's like a good topic of like, let's get like after dark. And I'll tell you that. Not that it ever goes anywhere. And it wasn't like I felt threatened or anything. They're just, I look back and I laugh about it because it's pretty funny. Maybe that could be a summer programming.
Yeah. Story time.
I'll tell you guys that story time. But anyway, okay. So they get to what looks like a rest stop, a convenience store. And Tyra gets out of the car with Landry and tells Landry, I'm not going to go in because my bill's already too high. I'll just wait out here, which I'm like, why would we do this? Like,
why? We're not going to be in a dark storefront.
Right. So Landry goes in and the attacker shows up and pretty much goes to attack Tyra. Landry hears this as he's walking out, thank God. He gets, out of self-defense, a metal rod and beats him over the head. And he falls. Twice. Yeah.
He was like, okay, hit you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to hit you again.
It was like a pipe, metal rod, pipe, whatever. Yeah. It was self-defense, but guy falls to the ground and he's dead.
Here we go.
So Landry, trying to be responsible, wants to call the police. His dad is a police officer. Like, this is straight up self-defense. This is on record. This guy has been stalking you. But
and his dad's a cop.
Right. Like, you were being attacked and I, out of self-defense, helped you here. But Tyra's like, no. So they put the body in the backseat of his car. They drive over the bridge and dump the body in the river.
This is too much. This is all too much.
Yeah. Mike says, have neither Landry or Tyra seen I Know What You Did Last Summer? You never dump a body in the water. They could have just gone to the cops and it would have just gotten off with self-defense. Where do you see this plot going?
Right.
How many episodes? Kim was also wondering this. I mean,
plus
many people
minors.
Wondering this. Yeah.
You know, like, so... I mean, I don't know how the justice system works as far as if you commit a crime like that. And I don't know how that all works. Maybe someone can tell us. But what could be the potential charges for these kids? I think a lot better than actually dumping a body into the water and then for the rest of your life being on edge that someone's going to fucking find out that you did this, which is then worse because you're covering up a murder. You're not covering up self-defense. You're literally now covering up a murder. If it was self-defense, you'd be like, oh my God, I killed him out of self-defense. I'm not guilty.
Right.
It's really bad. I didn't have this spoiled for me, but I did have an inkling that a murder was about to happen. And I'm so glad it happened in the first episode because now it's out and I don't know anything again.
So how do you think this is going to continue? Do you think this plot's going to go to the end of this season?
Probably not. I feel like maybe this was something that they were meaning to do for, like, let's just say if there wasn't a writer's strike, maybe it would have come out later. I don't know if it's going to come out sooner because of it, or if we're going to postpone it into like season 3. But it has to come out. We can't just like let it go. Unless they do just completely let it go. But I can't imagine how that could be. I think they're both just going to be just so guilty for their days and not be able to sleep and not be able to think about anything. And maybe eventually Landry will tell his dad, and his dad can kind of like help figure it out where the kids aren't going to go to jail because of it. Maybe, you know, the body will turn up and Landry will tell his dad, like, this guy tried to attack me and Tyra. I had to do it. Like, I'm sorry I didn't say anything earlier. Landry's such a good kid. He's not gonna let this go.
Right. And Landry's the one who pretty much told people about Tyra's attacker. Tammy made her go to the police station. It's on record. So it's just a weird way to bring these two characters together. And it just feels like, wait, what? Yeah. This is what we're doing? This is where I'm like, this storyline is just... Yeah.
And this could either bring them super close where they do have maybe something romantic happen, or it can completely tear this friendship apart where they both feel like they can't handle being, you know, near each other because they both know what had happened and what they did. And so it could go either way. They could really bond over it or not.
Yeah. We shall see.
I don't know which one it is, though.
Last but not least, let's talk about Miss Lila. She found Jesus. She gets baptized. Yeah. She's out putting flyers on people's cars and trying to recruit them. She has a run-in with Tim. Now, her and Tim, I want to talk about this scene a little bit in depth.
This was disgusting to me.
Thank you. Because I feel like last season, we had some growth with Tim, especially when it came to Lila. I felt like they were on good terms and there was a respect there.
Yes.
He makes a comment about her flyers. She makes a comment of like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I just had a threesome. But don't worry, you're still the best I ever had.
That bothered me. He could have said, I just had a threesome, laugh it off. But then like to dig in a little bit, like, oh, don't worry, Lila, you're still the best I ever had. Like, screw you. You're disgusting.
Gross.
Why would I ever want to kiss you after you just said that to me?
But didn't it just seem like weird for him to say from where we left off?
Our characters transformed most of them differently. So we leave with, we start off with Julie being kind of different and Smash being really dicky apparently, and now Tim being super dicky. So I feel like, I don't know why they decided to go that route with Tim. Why don't we like build him up more? But that just like completely, I was like, ugh, wait, like I'm done with you. No. And
Gross.
now if she were, which I feel like could still potentially happen, is like he's going to become a changed man and him and Lila are going to start dating. But I'm so not rooting for that because she's so much better than him. Like, be better, honey. Find Jesus, do what you need to do, grow, be a better person. He's obviously not following suit. So.
Right. At home, Pam has a new man who's preparing dinner for them. Tofu and mushrooms. He seems like he owns a health food store.
I love this.
Yeah. Before dinner, Lila insists that they say grace. And so she passively insults her mom, says backhanded comments about the new man, and also that her mom shouldn't be wearing skinny jeans. Heads up, Mom.
Yikes.
Don't do that. And then Buddy does have his own apartment, but it seems like he's been sleeping in his office. Eric shows up, you know, after Eric and Tammy talk about how he has to go back, but it seems like Eric is just going to hang out with Buddy because he doesn't owe Buddy anything. And they laugh at the fact that the new coach calls Buddy an annoying and nuisance. Like he's telling Coach, like, can you believe that's how he views me?
Right.
But then Pam shows up with her new boyfriend to question why he was at soccer practice. So I guess he's not supposed to attend the kids' practices, or maybe he's trying to interfere. I don't know what's happening there. But Buddy's tipsy. He gets defensive and he ends up getting in a brawl with the new guy. And Pam and Eric have to like break it up.
Yeah, he didn't like quit. He was really going for it. Like,
yeah,
you know, they were pulling him back and he was still going. And it just was really, it was a bad look, Buddy. And like, screw you, Buddy. You're the one who cheated. You're the dirtbag. And now you're going to be like all high and mighty with this guy. No.
Nuh-uh. Boy, bye. Buddy, bye.
He pisses me off so much.
I know. Music in this episode, we had T-Rex, Eugene Edwards, The Ponies, and Linda Fox. Quote, what did you like, Liz?
I had, what about the Saracen?
I have WWRD, what would Riggins do?
I also had, what would Riggins do? I love that.
Yeah. We should get bracelets that say that. What would Riggins do? He's like, what they call him, the king of tatas. I think that's what Landry referred to as he was in the pool. Oh my God.
I didn't catch that. That's so perfect.
Yeah. What would Riggins do? What coach moment did you like?
I really enjoyed the scene in the supermarket with Coach and Matt. I felt like he hasn't coached this kid in a while, and he's like, you know what? Just do what you have to do. Be the man. Stand up. Don't let her get away without a fight. And I really enjoyed that.
I know. I really liked that too. I liked the scene in the car because I felt like we needed some Eric and Julie bonding time.
Yeah. I
feel like he heard her. I'm glad she opened up. I'm glad there were tears shed. I really enjoyed that scene.
Yeah, I did too.
MVP and shittiest.
I struggled so much.
I struggled too. We pretty much have unanimous across the board, those who sent theirs in. So
really?
Yeah. Let me know your MVP.
I had Matt/Coach ?
I had Landry. And we had votes for Landry and votes for Eric. So why did you pick? Why were you struggling?
I don't know. I didn't particularly like anyone, and I didn't particularly hate anyone. But I felt like Coach, he came in. He was like, it was a softer side of him. It's, I feel like we haven't seen that kind of side of him in a while. I liked how he was like, you know what, Julie, I'm still your father, so like don't talk to me that way. And if you're going through something, like let's talk about it. I don't deserve to be treated this way. Like you're my daughter, and you should listen to me. And like, yes, giving you a curfew. Why can't you respect that? But I also get where she's going with that too. Like you can't just come out of hiding for 8 months and then tell me, oh, I'm your parent.
Yeah, exactly.
But I also had Matt, and I'm trying to place where exactly that was when I wrote my notes a couple of days ago.
Do you just feel for him?
Yeah, I think I just enjoyed it. Like, he's just a solid person. I feel like I trusted that he was going to give Landry, like, good advice. He's like, oh, here, do this. And he's just always a good friend. And he didn't put up a fight in a malicious or, like violent way about Julie liking someone else. He kind of is just laying low until I guess it's probably going to kill him and he's going to have to explode. But I think I'll go for Coach.
Okay. Yeah, I chose Landry, and we had a lot of, like I said, we had a lot of votes for Landry. I felt like he's been there for Tyra, and he did come to her self-defense. So
multiple times.
He's also trying to give Matt advice. Like, he's there. And also, he's just more present. Like, we're going to see more of Landry. So I like that.
Yeah, and he's on the team now.
He sure is. Yeah. Huh. Shittiest?
I have Buddy, ? New coach, ? Rapist, ?
Oh, see, like, across the board, we had Julie, me included.
Julie. Okay. She was rude, but I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I get it, but also, like, I don't like how rude you're being to your mom and the baby. You are older. You could help your mom out. It is just you girls. Come on.
Right. Like, Tammy, I think, feels like almost panicked that Eric's not going to be there. But, like, she does have an adult child. Not an adult child. Is like an oxymoron. But a grown child that can feed and burp and help you and, you know, bathe, do all the things for you. So... And right now it's a little tricky because it is summer and Julie's not going to school and she's working. She's working a lot, apparently. But once the school year hits, I mean, I don't know what Tammy's going to do.
I mean, we see that after her and Eric have the talk, she starts helping out around the house, like doing the dishes. Like, you could at least do the dishes.
Right. At least clean up after yourself, or if your mom's coming home from the hospital, just make it a little tidy.
Yeah. 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 But you chose rapist, ? New coach, ?
Buddy, new coach, and rapist.
Rapist, obviously. Coach,
rapist,
obviously.
And Buddy, like, screw you, Buddy. You're just always getting on my nerves.
Like, stay in your lane.
Yeah, like, I was happy the new coach told him you can't be on the practice. It's a closed practice. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh, gosh, Buddy, the annoying nuisance. All right, let's go into a booster of the week list. Who are we supported by?
Booster of the week. You're a total booster.
This week we are supported by Magnificent Michael.
It's been our milkman. He's our milkman.
And I just wanted to give it to him for putting up with Michelle's milk questions. I'm just kidding.
No, seriously, it's true.
He's just always so positive and so sweet and always thinking about us, messaging us in the Discord. And I just wanted to say, thank you, Mike. You've been with us for so long. We love you so much. You're seriously a true part of Total Betty. We would not be Total Betty without you. So thank you. And we look forward to doing this journey with you continually.
Yeah, a little context about that. Mike, he lives in Canada, and they have bagged milk, and I can't get over it. And it goes in a pitcher, and I had so many questions for like weeks. Like, it just lived rent free and wouldn't escape. And I just kept asking questions, and then he ended up making a reel to show me how it worked. Well, first he made a video, and then it sped up, and I couldn't hear his words because he sounded like a chipmunk. So then he makes a reel, and it was a topic of discussion with my husband and my brother-in-laws and my friend. Like, it's such a topic, though. Like, did you know in Canada they have bagged milk? And then it's like, wait, what? And I'm like, yeah, here's the pictures. It goes in an actual pitcher. And I'm showing them Mike's pictures of his milk. But anyway, Mike, thank you. In my mind, your new name is Milkman.
Milkman Mike.
Milkman
That's
Mike.
His new name.
Yeah, that's his new name.
I love it.
So good. I want to wish a very happy birthday to Teresa. Her birthday was over the weekend, so I hope you had a wonderful day. And thank you so much for being a part of the network.
Trusty T.
Yes. All right. What emoji, or which emoji should we pair with this episode?
Ooh.
Baby? Should we do a baby?
Yeah, we could do a baby.
Like a family holding the baby, or just a little baby, a baby girl? A milk bottle?
Maybe a milk bottle for the baby and also for Mike.
Okay, that works. Let me make sure that this emoji exists.
Right? A baby bottle?
Does that exist? It's so crazy. Like, I'm picturing a baby bottle, but maybe it doesn't exist.
I'm also picturing it. It doesn't exist?
I'm typing it. Let's see. Baby. Yeah, it does. Okay. So send us a baby bottle emoji to pair with this episode if you're new, and welcome to season 2 of Talking Text Forever. Please go back and listen to season 1. But why we pair an emoji is just like a little incentive to maybe think about leaving us a review on Apple Podcasts, or if you're listening on Good Pods, which is a really cool podcast listening app. You can use it on Android, you can use it on Apple, and it's pretty much like Goodreads, but for podcasts. Yeah. And you can leave reviews on there, and you can like it. We're on there. It's pretty cool. So check that out. But think about leaving us a review with that little bottle emoji. This is great and nourishing like milk. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. I sleep like a baby when I listen to these ladies.
Perfect. That's much better. Or send us that emoji in a DM, or you could email us, talkingtexasforever@gmail.com, just so we know you're listening. But I know we got a new review on Apple Podcasts.
Sure did.
Liz, who did we get it from?
Username LMKDL. Panthers win 5 stars with a trophy emoji.
Yay, that was an emoji.
If you are a fan of Friday Night Lights or just picking it up, this podcast is for you. I never watched Friday Night Lights before, but enjoyed the other podcasts that Liz and Michelle do. Let's Talk OC and 3 Gossip Girls, so thought I'd give it a shout out. Thought I'd give it a shot, and they did not disappoint. A shout out shot. Their discussions are always on point, and they respect all opinions from their fans, even when they disagree. I am watching episode by episode with the podcast and recommend you do the same. It's so fun to make predictions and guess what will happen next. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up.
Yay, thank you so much. That was so sweet.
Fine family fun.
Yes.
2 thumbs up. Fun family fun.
Oh my God. So funny. But thank you so much. All your reviews mean so much to us. Thank you to everyone who has left us a review. Thank you to everyone who pledges. Over on the network, we have a new tier. We have the Full Hearts tier, so you can support.
This is our first time promoting that tier on the podcast.
I know you can support our show for as little as $1, but that little dollar means the world to us. And we also have 2 other tiers that give you different perks. So if you're interested in that, and if you want to support us, TotalBettyPodcastNetwork.com or Patreon.com/TotalBettyPodcastNetwork.
It's the mouthful.
It is. And the links are in the show notes.
You know what I wanted to say?
Yeah.
And now I have some hiccups. I loved that Tyra was able to drive into the police station when she was getting followed.
Yes.
Because I always think about that. My mother has made me paranoid about if you ever think you're getting followed, you just drive to the nearest police station. And I'm like, oh, that is so good. I'm so happy that she was able to do that. Obviously, later on, it didn't really matter that she did that. But I was just like, oh, I feel so good that, like, they did that. I don't know why. I just had it in my notes. I was like, yes, she drove into a police station.
No, it's really important. And did you think she was going to go in?
No, but I was hoping that, like, a cop would come out and see, like, her in distress and be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. Are you ready for the title for next week?
I'm ready.
Okay. This will be season 2, episode 2, Bad Ideas. Okay. The 4 words are watch, tiara, wholesome, and space. So while you think that over, Mike wants to know, with this being a short season, do you think it will be a full school year, or will season 2 and 3 be 1 year?
They'll probably do half a school year. That would be to make the most sense to me. Yeah. You know, 15 episodes and we're starting in summer. We're not even starting like halfway into the school year. So that means that come the fall, Julie will be a sophomore, Matt will be a sophomore, Julie and Landry will be sophomores, Matt will be a junior, Smash will be a senior, and Tim will be a junior.
We'll see.
But we'll see. And Lila will be a junior.
We'll see.
Again, we'll see. Yeah. So no, I don't think we'll have a full school year in one season and 15 episodes. I think we'll probably cut it and then go into season 3 because season 3 is also short. So maybe that full 15 and 15 will be a school year. That will also be a good way for them to keep them young and in school. So I don't know why they wouldn't do that.
Right.
They love this. They love keeping the kids in school. So I feel like space has to do with Matt and Julie.
Okay.
Julie needs space. She's not ready to move on in this relationship. Maybe the space will then end up either in a breakup or they will decide to get back together. I don't think so, though. Wholesome. I also feel like that's with Julie, but I don't know why we would be talking about that really, unless the Swede is like interested in maybe like hooking up with her or something like that, and he thinks she's too wholesome, or maybe he won't because she's too wholesome. I don't know. That's like a really stupid thought process there. Tiara? Like, let's give it to Tammy because she should always be wearing a tiara.
Well, naturally.
She's the queen.
Yeah.
I think maybe Coach will do something sweet for her and give that to her because she's the queen and he bows down.
Okay.
And watch, like, as in we're watching or like a physical watch?
A wristwatch.
A wristwatch. A wristwatch. That changes things. That changes things.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Wristwatch. I was thinking like John Tucker Must Die when John Tucker is like, I'm whipped, and he gives her the watch, and he's like, everyone knows that I'm whipped. I don't think we're going that way.
Yeah.
But I was like, who is it? Is it like Tim giving Lila his watch, and he's like, I'm whipped, but maybe it's like a present from Matt's dad. Maybe Matt's dad's gonna send, like, mail this watch to Matt, like, as a family heirloom, and like, I want you to have this. You're important to me, kind of thing.
Okay. Wow, I like where you got that.
That was from left field, but
it's a good thought.
You know,
yeah,
those are hard words. It's hard for me to even know where we're going with this season.
How could you? We opened up real weird.
Real weird. What do you think about next week's episode?
It's in the same vein. Like it feels like we're still in it in terms of this new feel. So that's good. You know, there's some parts that made me real emotional. I'll say that. Yeah. It's just not my favorite. Not my favorite. That this murder storyline is not my favorite.
Yeah. I could see that. Like, we didn't need this now.
We didn't. I don't think we needed this. We
definitely don't need it at all. But if they felt like we need to, spice things up later down the line when we can't. We just started this show. How could you need to figure out like shit to do with these characters? I mean, it's funny because listening to like Drama Queens and they're talking about, okay, we're in season 2. Season 2 of One Tree Hill is really weird, and maybe the writers felt like they had to like one up season 1 because the season 1 was so good. It's like that doesn't translate here on this show because like we barely did anything with these characters. I mean, they definitely had a lot to do, but we didn't even scratch the surface with stuff we could do with them. And you're already going to throw a murder in there? Like,
I know.
Wait till like season 4 or 5 at least.
When you're running out of storyline, you're like, we should do a murder.
Get a kidnapping, get a psycho Derek situation, like, whatever it is. Like, why do we have to do this now? We're not ready for it yet.
And also, like, the fact that the murder takes place just like that. Like, I knew the murder was coming in season 2. I did not know it was episode 1, and neither did Ant. This is the only thing I have to say, though, that I really remember about season 2 is the murder. I don't remember much else. And I was asking Ant if he remembered anything, and I was like, I really don't. He doesn't. I mean, he said he really doesn't. So I'm sure as I watch, I'll remember. Like, next week, there's a character that comes, and I was like, oh my God, that's right. But again, like, I just forgot the murder takes place episode 1. Like, what the hell? What the hell? It's a different feel. Give me my Friday Night Lights season 1.
Right. I know.
Good.
The show that we were like, we have no shits. We're not shitting on it at all.
Oh, no.
Let's go in there a little bit.
I believe we might start up next week.
We're starting it. Okay. Well, hey, it's fun and I'm here for it. We're going to talk about it anyway.
Absolutely. We're here to critique and to recap, and nothing's safe. And also, it's all in good fun, too.
Exactly.
Before we end this episode, we do have Will's Football Poetry Corner. Everyone, get your fingers up. Snap for Will. Comeback route. Or comeback route. What would you say, Liz?
ROUTE. Comeback route.
Okay.
Comeback route. Route?
I think route. Route? Route. Comeback route.
When I talk about like a road that's a route, I say route. I don't
Okay.
ever think I say route. I don't know.
Okay,
Anyway.
so comeback route.
Yeah,
A comeback route is when the wide receiver runs hard 10 yards upfield, plants, and comes back to the ball. Coach Taylor took the route to come back to Dylan. Meanwhile, Landry comes to Tyra's defense by taking a pipe to the back of her assailant's head.
Oh,
that was really good. That was really
Yeah.
good. Comeback route. Thank you, Will.
Let's
Thank you, Will.
ask Randy. I'm going to ask him if it's comeback route or comeback route.
Comeback route, comeback route. Sauerkraut. I feel like more so on this show, I'm like, wait, how could it be pronounced correctly? Because they both are correct, right? Root and
Right.
route are words.
They're the same word. But
It's like Caribbean and Caribbean. Tomato.
exactly.
But tomato isn't. That's just like the thing you say, like tomato.
Right?
Root route. Sauerkraut.
What's he doing?
What's Randy doing? Ran.
Oh, you came that way. In football, is it comeback route or comeback route? They call them routes, he said.
Comeback route.
So it's a comeback route? Can you tell the people it's a comeback route?
Yes.
Come here. You don't want to speak in the mic? Comeback route? He doesn't want
All
to
right.
come to the mic.
That's
But
okay.
it's comeback route.
Okay, a comeback route is when the wide receiver runs hard 10 yards upfield, plants, and comes back to the ball. Coach Taylor took the route to come back to Dylan. Meanwhile, Landry comes to Tyra's defense by taking a pipe to the back of the assailant's head. There you go.
Nice.
Read it twice, whichever way you prefer. Thanks for putting up with that.
Thank you, Will.
Thank you, Will.
Will.
As always, the best. Thank you, everyone, for coming back for season 2. Let's grow. Share this podcast with a friend. We know Clear Eyes Full Hearts is out there, and it's a great podcast. I really enjoy it, Derek and Stacy, and their recap behind the scenes. But if you're a newbie, or maybe you could pair this with us with the episodes as we go, show us some love. Share with a friend. And if you're into Gossip Girl, we return this week also with season 6. It's our final season.
My
Episode 1 will
God.
be live on Wednesday. So join us over there. Three Gossip Girls. Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. If you want to reach out, talkintexasforever@gmail.com. We'll be back next time with episode 2, Bad Ideas.
Thank you so much for listening to Talking Texas Forever, a Friday Night Lights podcast. You can email us at talkingtexasforever@gmail.com. If you're interested in seeing what we do with this show and all of our others, head over to Instagram at Total Betty Podcast Network.
This has been a Total Betty podcast, produced and edited by Michelle Rubenstein and Alyssa Tenio, music by Anthony Vocora.